Crafts and McFry Market on Facebook. And I wanted to show you what you can do with scrap paper around your house with some extra embellishments and stickers and leftovers. And you know it's all about thinking outside the box, recycle, reuse, repurpose. So these are actually made for a girlfriend of mine, my bestie, because her mother passed and her dad needs thank you cards. So we actually switched off. Normally she's doing the challenge anymore on the page for the card every month. But I switched it around on her since she was not able to deal with everything. I ended up switching it around and taking over for this month, and I wanted to show the cards that I made during the night because it's raining and my back is absolutely murdering me now. So that is the first card that I made. Let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. And it's got a dragonfly. And if you guys will recognize, the paper is left over from the mini album I made for my father-in-law for his parents. It just seemed appropriate for me since it was from one parent to another parent. And you're going to see me flip this camera up and down. But it's the vintage paper pack that I used, and it just was perfect for everything that I was looking for this one. And just a little bit, but gave her plenty of room. And I inked it with mahogany distress ink. Something real quick, took me about 10 minutes. This one again here is also leftover paper. I'm gonna go this way, sorry. It's also leftover paper. And I used some pop dotted sticker, 3-dimensional stickers with another dragon, color coordinating little flowers from Lucinda. And then I put 2 holes at the top, added a little silky ribbon that matched. And then just simplified it in the center and just put a little bit of, liquid pearl, which you'll see me do that on a lot of my cards because it does the same thing as a grad effect. So that was card 1 and 2. I actually have 8 to show you. And this is for Dad. You gotta let me know which ones you like. This one was, to me, perfect. I did not want to put a whole lot to it because of the paper. This is another one from the vintage paper pack, and it says swell things now and then, journey, precious moments, family. And this is just all it needs because the paper says it all, and just a little strip at the bottom with liquid pearls on it like Brad's. And then I put a little liquid pearl and some flowers. So that was 3. Actually I have 2 similar to that one. That's what I had left over. And then there's this one. Again, leftover paper from the vintage paper pack that I had. And this one says Hope. And the flowers, I believe, were from Lucinda once again. And the paper, like I said, is leftover with some leftover ribbon I had. 3-dimensional pop dotted sticker with buttons. These are real buttons. And then I just put another sticker with a strip that was left over. A little, I can't even think. The other sparkles, glitter, stickles. And then some liquid pearls. And that's pretty much easy. Thank you cards don't always have to say thank you. It's usually a sentiment of sorts. So I just went ahead and just was, kept to it. And this one, I just left it because there is so much print on this one. It just was something better for this one. Like I said, sometimes simple is more, sometimes simple is less. Not enough. So, and again, I thought it was been too busy if I would have added anything to that one. But again, there's now 5 cards. My favorite ones are coming up. And I do have more that I'll be making. My room's a mess. And I did this image right after, I think, my arm surgery, one of the first ones. And I added some. And this is from one of my color me something cards that I did with my baubles. Wobbler girls, my Asian wobbling girls, and she just came out so pretty, and her mom loved sunflowers, so I'm assuming she'll have somebody really special to give this one to. I just like how it came out. It's like she's sitting on a barbed wire, or with barbed wire in the back, and then it does say thank you with that with liquid pearls everywhere, and then it says thank you. Let's see if I can, there we go. With that butterfly, and this was perfect. It came out perfect. Though the image took me about an hour to do, the rest of it was like about 10 minutes. Like I said, sometimes it's good. Roxy, This one is her favorite. It's an easel card. I love making easel cards. And this is hydrangea paper. This is, God, I don't even know what I did so many things with this paper. I loved it. But this one came out perfect. And Bailey, you'll recognize the butterfly. That was from that one thing you made before for me. And I told you I was going to recycle it. And it's going to go to someone very special in her family and friends. So it's already embossed paper, so I just raised it with some stickles. I think it's a great, and it's like one of my favorites. I love the multicolor stickles. And it says thanks at the bottom. And then the last one, Kimmy hasn't seen yet. But I know the girls are just, they only had to do one card for the swap for a thank you card. And there were girls that are doing 30 and 40 cards because we all know, and when that's somebody that close in its family that, you know, people outreach so much. But this one is beautiful. It does say thinking of you and with, you know, with love. So it was just perfect. And I believe these came from the other kind that used to be on the page, and then some leftover. Very vintage, and that is very real, very vintage ribbon. Get the card here. I don't like, quote, vintage. I love real vintage, and I have a lot of real vintage that my mother and my grandmother was sending me. I have a lot of it. I love it. So I tried to coordinate like the tag in the middle with the flower at the top, and with the gold, and I added a little extra liquid gold. And then the paper was wrinkled, but it's not like poisy or foxies. I can't even think. I'm tired. I've been up for all night, and the rain's killing me. Hasn't stopped for now. It's third day of rain. You know, I can't take it. So it was wrinkled, and it didn't look right. So I just wrinkled the whole page, and it's just, I love it. I just love when I do silly things. But it came out really good, and I really like it. With the gold pearl and the real buttons on it. And then the inside. And then, you know, just one simple flower. That was just the last ever piece. I cut the edges off after hot gluing it. Put a little piece there. So those are the 8 cards. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Tell me what you think below. Bye.